newspaper review, I have The Nation for the 2nd of April, and I have a news from Daily Post and also from this day newspaper. And on the front page of The Nation for this morning, 2nd of April 2025, I have this news that says 5 major bank declares 4.56 trillion naira full year profit. And also on the front page of The Nation, funding slows down INEX plans to hold by election. And also drills or loss over oil wells, federal government wants. And still on the front page of The Nation, Edo Tribunal rules Wednesday in Igodalo's Quebolo's petition. And the last one I will be taking on The Nation is breeds of chickens and egg prices across the globe. If you're just tuning in, it's the newspaper review on JDN Radio 101.5 FM. And now I've moved quickly to Daily Post with this the breaking news that says Tinubu sack NNPCL CEO Mele Kyari appoints Bayo Ojulari. And also on Daily Post that says Benue lawmaker calls on President Tinubu to address escalating violence in Otukpo. And moving now to the This Day newspaper for this morning, 2nd of April 2025, I have this news that says Cardoso jubilant as net FX reserves its 3 years high swell to $23.1 billion. Tinubu invoked his powers under Section 59, subsection 2 of the Petroleum Industry Act PIA 2021 to carry out the sweeping reconstitution, citing the need for enhanced operational efficiency, restored investor confidence, and a more commercially viable NNPC. And the story continues on and on Daily Post for this morning. Still on Daily Post, I have this news that says Benue lawmaker calls on President Tinubu to address escalating violence in Otukpo. Benue lawmakers Blessing Onua, the lawmakers representing Otukpo Ohimini Federal Constituency of the House of Representatives, has raised an urgent call for intervention from President Bola Tinubu regarding the growing insecurity in Otukpo, Benue State. Onua described the ongoing attacks and killing as a national emergency that requires immediate and serious attention from the federal government. The lawmakers expressed our deep concern over the alarming frequency of violent incidents in our constituencies, citing the recent brutal murder of a retired custom officer, Onche Atatu, in Nasatu community. Landscape and ongoing banking recapitalization. Pre-tax landscape and ongoing banking recapitalization. Pre-tax profit for 5 major tiers 1 bank rose by about 70% to 4.56 trillion naira in 2024. Key extracts of the full-year financial result of 5 headlining banks are United Bank for 76 subsection 2 of the Constitution, which prescribes a by-election into a vacant seat within 1 month. And the story continues on and on The Nation for this morning. On the petitions by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its candidate Ighodalo challenging the declaration of Monday Okpebolos of the All Progressive Congress (APC) as winners of September 21, 2024 governorship poll in the state. The 3-member tribunal headed by Justice Winfred Kokpochi fixed today after entertaining final arguments from parties. The first reserved the judgment day on March 3rd, after lawyers to parties adopted their written addresses and made final submissions. And the story continues on and on The Nation for this morning. And for the story of breeds of chickens and egg prices across the globe, it's all about a story of how a farmer started his farming. And for you to get more details of that story, it's on the front page of The Nation for this morning. And our time... As you know that we're giving you the stories that made it to the front page of the newspaper, of the dailies for this morning. And we've looked at the news that made it to The Nation, This Day, and also Daily Post for this morning. And you want to be part of the conversation, give us your thoughts and opinion about it. And one of the story I read today was about Tinubu sack NNPC CEO Mele Kyari and appoint Bayo Ujulari. And I read the news that the Tinubu invoke his power on the election in 2024. And you can tell us your opinion and views on all the stories that made it to the front page of the dailies for this morning, 2nd April 2025. And the number to call to be part of the conversation to share your opinions and your contribution to the stories that made it to the dailies for this morning is 070 4800 1015 and 080 2210 ownership of the facilities under the drill or drop provisions of the Petroleum Industry Act PIA 2021. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Oil, Senator Henikin Lokobire, made this known while speaking by international oil companies operating in Nigeria. He said any proactive government will revoke the licenses for underdeveloped assets and reallocate them to those willing and ready to drill them. And the story continues on the nation for this morning. And this news, I will be taking it on land grabbing on the Daily Post. It says Governor Sonny wants traditional rulers against land grabbing. Governor Uba Sani of Kaduna State has warned traditional rulers in the state to desist from illegal encroachment and grabbing of lands in their domain. Speaking during this year Eid al-Fitr Salah homage at the Emir of Zazuz Palace in Zaria, the governor explained that the state government has been receiving complaints of illegal grabbing of lands by village and warheads. According to him, all lands belongs to the government. Hence, they need to observe due process of acquiring it from relevant authorities in the interest of peace and stability. Them a by-election into vacant seats within 1 month, and they are saying funding has slowed them down. And also to the issue